biggest lesson from GameStop is the power group economics. We've said it week after week. We make every damn brand on earth hot, but will we want to profit from it? And sometimes it may take you guys seeing it. And the thing that I love, you guys saw how much money was made. Some of you guys have run across people that made $500,000 off GameStop. Great. Now it's burning your brain that this is possible. But well, why do you think we've been here every damn week since March? So we have to find the companies and assets that we are going to pile in together. So as a family, we'll be okay. So we can do all the king and queen talk we want to. We can do all the Black history talk we want to. We can do all the we need to get together. And Joe told me to stop preaching that, but I'm still going to try. What companies are we going to pile in together? Type them in chat. If we're going to overcome, one of the biggest steps that we're going to have to take is a step to be financially free. My biggest fear for us, and for those of you that just got on Wall Street Bets, that we will see the second burning of digital Black Wall Street. It's my biggest fear. I pray that none of you have been pumping this shit through your Discord and through your email list and on your page. Because I'm going to be real, and I asked a couple people this yesterday. If you get brought in on charges, do you have $300,000 to fight the case? That's why I always tell you, follow your own plan. Because guess what? The people in that Wall Street Bets group, if you get indicted and have to go to court, they're not going to put anything on your lawyer. My dad used to tell me, protect yourself at all times, and I never knew what he meant until I got older. You have to take all risks off the table when investing, especially the legal ones. That's why Troy is so amazing in doing our disclaimer every week, because back in the day, we didn't do one at all.
Cottle in round one. Cottle is wobbly. Is he going to go down?
User agreement. At any time, Robinhood may discontinue your account and any services related. One of the things I need you to do tonight is I need you to go through your user agreement, because some of you are putting tens of thousands and your life savings into a company and you don't even know how they operate. Real quick, I'm going to dance through these so I can let my guys share some amazing information. I want to go through the 19 pieces of advice for traders. Number one, I'm happy for you if you got into these trades, but know where to exit on every trade. Number two, there's power in numbers, but I don't want you to be stupid. So we can pile into a company, but I know some of you have messaged me like, hey, maybe we can get our own group and maybe we can prop up. No, can't do that. Right? I have to stress this again. Know where you're going to exit before you enter. If you're trading, you need a 5-to-1 risk to reward. If you're a terrible trader, I will argue you should do 1-to-25. 500 on a long-term investment, 500% is a good exit point. I keep telling you guys, hold for 30 years. You don't want to hear it. 500% should be your exit point. Go through the Russell 2000 and scour for stocks, please. Number 6. Do you know how to buy a stock at an 85% discount? If not, this is how you do it. Write this down. Write the high of that stock or that asset and multiply it times 0.15. It'll give you the exact price where you can put your pending order to get in. So if we ever have a severe crash and it gets to that level, you'll automatically be in. I need you guys to stop buying $100 stock at $93. At some point, we're going to have a pullback, and then it pulls back. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe we pull back. It happens every month. Happens every month. This is the best group of retail traders in history, but most of you do not follow a plan. And all that noise can make you deviate from what you should be doing. Number 8, please stay silent. Please stay silent. Number 9, do you know where the 50% retracement is on every stock that you invest in? If not, map them out. All you have to do, if the stock is 250, just cut it in half. That can be a load the boat area if you're going to hold the asset for a year, if it's a quality company. Number 10, do you know where the 20% value line is? So a lot of stocks in 2020 dropped to 20% of its overall value. Rashad said all the time, like, okay, because of COVID, do you think that Boeing lost 90% of its value? No. But you have to buy it at low. 20% and 15% is a good place to set your orders. Number 11, you have to know how to short-term invest. There's no way around it. I'm glad that we have more traders here now than ever, but I never want you guys to be stuck to be only able to do one thing. For my institutional traders, you have to work on your edge. Rashad, I'm gonna keep it clean, I promise you. But less meetings, because you guys lost your edge. And for those of you that are over leveraging, and the reason why some of these funds got killed, they were doing naked calls, naked puts. And now your prices are getting whipped around. And now you're going outside of your risk parameters. And everyone always says you shouldn't risk more than 1 or 2% on any trade. And then you guys go risk 25%. One fund lost 55% of its capital on GameStop. You know how stupid you got to be to risk it all? But human emotions kick in. For everybody in Red Panda, that's why I always tell you, if your plan goes against you, you have to know where you're going to cut it off. Maximum 10%. 5 is great. But if you ever are in a position long-term on a trade and it gives up 10% of your account, you have to let it go. Retail traders, continue to build your edge. I'm going to be real with you. Most people in institutions cannot trade that well. There's very few. The ones that can are absolutely amazing, but there's a wide gap from institutional traders that cannot do well. What is your signature trading move? Please type it in chat. You need a signature trading move. You need a backup move if that move is missed, and you need a third move. I learned my perfect setup or my signature from watching Jordan's fade away. You have to have 3 moves that you can go to. Number 14, people want bigger gains, and that's been my thesis for 8 or 10 years. But you have to be able to stop once those gains are achieved. I need you to understand that whales move the market. If you think that I'm wrong, I want every one of us to buy Nike tomorrow, buy 1 share. Let's see how little it moves as a result. And there's a lot of people who watch us. Let's all agree to buy 1 share tomorrow and do it in Robinhood. Great. Let's see how little the market get moved as a result. The whales move the market first. Let's follow the moves that they're making so we can have liquidity to get out and also momentum on our side to be able to profit. Number 16, mark off your buy zones in advance. How are you looking at Nokia or Chipotle, as Trap will say, what up, my guy? Or McDonald's and not know what price you want to get in? You have to know in advance where you want to buy it. If it's not there, don't touch it. Shout out to Maul. I love you, my guy. But to everyone who wants to keep their money in their mattress, I understand that this market is tricky, but I think it's irresponsible. Because if we look at how many people we affect, and I'll just talk to Maul specifically, there's thousands of people that you can affect positively and change their lives forever. And I'm gonna be real. How is getting the streets so comfortable, but this is so complicated? And this is way easier. And I understand conditioning, and I understand the plight that we faced. But at some point, I'm talking to the men collectively. We have to bond together, share more information, and be like, yo, it's okay. It's not that hard. But I think it's irresponsible for anyone to say that you shouldn't invest in anything because you don't know. It's too much information. We make every brand hot. I wanted just to be involved in the upside. On the business lesson side, I was listening to Ace Hood's interview, and we always preach ownership and equity. But I'm going to be real. We always get taught to be loyal and not have equity. Can we please stop building these brands that we have no attachment to? I know y'all in Miami, so my guys, keep my guys safe. Cali, we don't want no smoke. But you guys have to only build equity and loyalty together. You can't be loyal to a brand that you do not own, especially from our artists and creatives. Because when it's time to cut the checks and deals get cleared, they're going to dap you. I'd rather you get the wire. Be mindful, because we get used in that regard.
My graduates from my school being Forbes, bag drop.
Bag drop.
A mic drop, bag drop.
Bag drop.